Hello everybody, welcome to the introduction lesson. Wanted to give you a run through of the things we have on the docket for the week, the content we have in the course introduction tab. So to start off with, you'll notice at the very top I've posted the Got Questions Ask 'em Here discussion forum. I'll post this each week so that you can have easy access to the discussion board. In case you have a question, just click on it. Post your question, concern, ideas related to the course there, and the course or I can respond to them each week. Now this week there's some preliminary things on the docket. You have the desire to learn training, some things that will be useful for you in navigating the course's virtual learning environment. There's also my introduction page, my profile here, and who is Brother Chadwick. And then also, I've posted a link each week to my Brother Chadwick's lesson lowdowns. It looks like this when you open it up, and each week there will be a new one. This week I have the intro lesson lowdown. When you open that up, it looks something like this. Well, it actually looks exactly like this. I will post my video here once I have uploaded it, and so this is the intro lesson lowdown. I'll post my lesson rundowns each week in that discussion forum, so you can find those here. You'll want to begin each week with my lesson lowdown if possible, also with a weekly introduction, which looks like this. Pulls up, it gives you the outcomes for the week, the objective, the things that we are looking for as we go through the lesson each week, so you want to begin there. And then we have the prepare document, which is what will give you the assignments, the reading for the week, different things like that. So you want to begin with my lowdown if possible, and then the introduction, the weekly introduction, and then the prepare document, which will obviously help you prepare for the week. This week we've got some reading, some presentations, and some reading from Elder Bednar, President Hinckley. We want to look through the syllabus and the course schedule and look at the project guidelines for the first essay, which will be due at the end of lesson 1. So not the end of this week, but next week. So you want to take a look at those project guidelines and pay a special attention here, if we can pull it up really quickly, to the length. It should be 500 words, and it should include you should respond to the thinking of at least 3 other people. That's an important thing you'll need to keep in mind for that assignment. I'll talk more about that next week. So that's the prepare document. Update your student profile for some extra credit. Also for the week, there are some APA formatting examples. You want to take a look at those because the papers for this semester should be formatted in APA documentation style, formatting style. Also, you'll need to sign up for a class discussion, or to lead a class discussion this week. You'll click on this. It will open up this page. It looks like this. Click on this link here and it will take you to a Google Doc where you can just add your name in one of these slots. Pick a week, put your name in, and keep track of that. I will also remind you the week before and send you out some resources that you can use. Also, we have an icebreaker activity this week. You can read through that, post that, and then your self-assessment and some further study if you are so inclined to do some further studying at the end of the week. Now, in my lesson lowdown for the week, I've a project throughout the semester will be to post some weekly I'm a Mormon highlights. You can read through this manifesto here, that why I've decided to do this, to show these I'm a Mormon videos, to give you kind of a sense of the general church membership around the world and the many people who have declared themselves, who identify as Mormon. And one reason I'm doing this is because we ought to be concerned with the power and the influence of effective communication, and I think these communicate rather effectively. But just to end this little screencast for the week, I wanted to go quickly here to something that the Lord says about the power and the influence of effective communication. Something that he said to Joseph Smith in Liberty Jail. You can find it in Doctrine and Covenants, section 121. Joseph has lamented that he feels like the Lord has left him behind, and he wants wants an answer. He wants to know why he's been in Liberty Jail for so long, why God has forsaken the saints. And God responds to him with this very beautiful revelation. And towards the end of it, God speaks to Joseph Smith about the power of the priesthood, about how people are often given authority, but they use it poorly. And he gave Joseph Smith some pointers. Here in verse 40 it says, many are called, but few are chosen. Then in verse 41, and I'm going to apply this to language use here. No power or influence can or ought to be maintained by virtue of the acts of language, only by persuasion, by long-suffering, by gentleness and meekness, and by love unfeigned, by kindness and pure knowledge, which shall greatly enlarge the soul without hypocrisy and without guile. So these are things that we can apply in our language use, to be responsible language users. Because as members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, we should be concerned with how our words, with how our language influences other people, and with how they influence the world around us. And that's one reason why we're here in this class at this university, is to learn how to use language more responsibly. So keep that in mind throughout the remainder of the semester. I will return to the gospel vision of language in my podcast each week to kind of point to some ideas, things that the scriptures say about words and about language use and why they are important in our lives and in our relationships. So that's my spiel for the week. If you have any questions about anything, please do feel free to let me know. My inbox is always open.